Hi, my name is Dawn, and this is Have That Talk. Today, I want to switch it up a little bit and introduce a conversation framework that you might not have heard about. It was developed by the German psychologist Friedemann Schulz von Thun. Yes, I know, a bit of a tongue twister. Anyway, Schulz von Thun created the premise that communication happens on 4 levels. The first level is the factual level. You know, the basic facts and figures, the straightforward information that you're delivering. The second level is the self-revealing level. Now, this isn't just about how you show up in the conversation, but also how your audience perceives you. And this takes us to the third level, which is the relationship that you have with your audience. How close you are, what the level of trust is, your familiarity, all those kind of things. And the fourth level, which is just as important, is about your appeal. This is the actual underlying request that you're making in the conversation. And the reason why this is so important to understand is because it explains a lot about why your audience may hear something totally different to what you're actually saying. For example, if you're in a project update meeting and you put up your hand and say the report isn't ready, your colleague who's been working on that report might pipe up and say, but there was all this other stuff that was going on, and I was overwhelmed with this, and the boss was asking about that. They just explode over a small comment. How does that happen? Well, what was happening here is that you were delivering a factual message, but what they heard hit them at a relational level. It activated their threat response. Now, this happens all the time, not just at work, but also in your personal interactions. Sometimes you may want to dismiss the response and say, "Oh, why can't they take it? Why are they being so sensitive? Why can't they take feedback? This isn't about them. Why are they taking it so personally?" Or on the other hand, you might then think, I need to be more careful with my words. I need to stay silent. I need to pull back. The lesson here is that communication is not just about the message that you are sending out. It's also about how the message is received by the recipient. So what can you do about it? How can you ensure that your message lands in the way that you intended? Like any other piece of communication, like any other conversation, you need to go in prepared. Who am I speaking to? What are they likely to hear? Have I covered all levels of the message as well? The factual level, the relational level. If there's some tension between you, then maybe the relational level is going to be dominant in the way that they receive your message. And if there's a power differential and you are the more senior person, they might be more anxious and nervous about this conversation. So you need to be aware of what you're revealing about yourself, whether it's in a domineering way or whether it's in a way that will bring them in. Another part of your preparation is to think about what is the appeal that you want to put forward? What is your actual ask, your request? Be clear about this. Spell it out. Can you get it to me by Thursday? And when the conversation goes off track, don't worry yet. Don't give up. If you're not sure what the other person is receiving, ask them. Say, what I'm saying and what you're hearing seems to be disconnected. Can we just take a break here and realign? And it's also helpful to have some self-awareness about your own communication level. What is your dominant level in that moment? Are you being too factual? Are you caring too much about the relationship? Are you worried about how people are perceiving you? When those disconnects happen in a conversation, it doesn't mean that somebody's lying or being disingenuous. It just means that what is sent and what is received are on different tracks. So having that self-awareness and having awareness about where your audience is at changes everything about a conversation. Recognizing that and integrating that into your conversations will give you superpowers when you walk in to have that talk. Okay? I'll see you next time.